We'll see Tua Tunk.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They go play action with Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. If I give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. In motion, Hill. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Here now a 3rd down and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the play.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish. Now on 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. Nifty footwork at the 45.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And going deep for Hill. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. There he goes, right side. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
The whistles and a stoppage here. It looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Hurts. And it's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Tua now on 1st down.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Nifty move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Tua going to try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
And here comes Berrios.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll buy some time right. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Jerome Baker, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. What's not fun?
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Mostert. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Tua, the final shot before half. Flushed out right.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
They've got his man complete.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards.
And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Sanders on for the extra point. they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
But first down, Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Jerome Baker getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Second down, here's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes, left side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Fights through, and now a crease. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Hurts. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think
to a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
2nd down and a yard.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Hill going to go in motion right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Flush to his right. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. Sanders now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Down the left. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll run, Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.